Today, I wanted to talk about my task to examine the culture and identity in design. And my topic is Japanese boxing culture research and design for the Japanese Australian community. Japan is the nation that loves to box. For Japanese people, they are happily to greater brace than to slowly soak their body in hot water. While technologies change with the time, traditional Japanese box culture is still alive in the present day. And Japan is the country that pay more attention to the cleanliness, and the bathing is the indispensable part of the Japanese life. So it is also it is a unique social activity because there few Japanese immigrate to Australia. So also the bathhouse is so is few Japanese style bathhouse in Australia. So accounting the standards, there are only four traditional outdoor Japanese style bathhouse in Australia. And the Japanese who immigrate to Australia has sense of the loneliness and the loss of culture belonging because of the small number of Japanese in Australia, so which make them unable to find a community. And this is my design brief. And I'm through the design brief, I'm uh, measures my design direction, also the design's motivations. And through the interview, are Japanese who in this country expect the keyword for the problems faced by their community, which has the better help for my design directions. For the personas, the man who is the mangaka, his wish is to find his own country, uh, find his own community to socialize and release his own loneliness and the pressure. And the community needs is to um, find their own community, Japanese community in Sydney, and uh, found the sense of the cultural belonging, also establish the social circle, and found the sense of the self-identity. And Sydney is the city with the largest number of the immigrants in Australia, but there are very few traditional Japanese bathhouses, especially outdoor bathhouse of that kind. According to the survey, there is only one traditional indoor and outdoor bathing house in Sydney, and the location is very far away from the Japanese community, which is not helpful for the Japanese community in Sydney. So I will design a new traditional Japanese bathhouse with the indoor and outdoor, and the construction site is close to this community. For my designs, I will incorporate more Japanese environments so that every member of Japanese community who arrive here can find a sense of the cultural belonging, and the member of the Japanese community can rebuild their social circle. And the site analyze for me, my design will build around popular resistance variable in Sydney. And for Japanese Australian, this area can promote exchange between them so as to attack nearby Japanese people to find their community and expand their cultural influence. And the place where is in the Selena because the Selena has more Japanese speaker, and this is the place where I need to decide. So for my design process, I expand the outdoor bus area and add some variable Japanese decoration style and furniture. And also the integrate design adopt Japanese decoration and the finished adopt Japanese style, and the indoor bus house adopt the style of Japanese public bus house, allow the user to choose the bus area by themselves. And the outdoor Japanese style pavilions and the bamboo and the outdoor chair not only provide the social area but also add the Japanese environment to the Japanese style bathhouse so that the Japanese who came to Bus here find a sense of cultural belonging. And this is my final design. For the researching significant, it promote the sustainable development of Japanese busing culture, and at the same time attract more Japanese Australian communities to join the bus house, promote community communication and culture identity. And also it promotes social development and attract more Japanese immigrant attention to the recognitions of Japanese culture, understand Japanese culture, and let more Japanese immigration member not longer be alone and find social circles. This is the reference. Thank you.